You can try and jump it. I've never been able to do it. I tend to always go up and over just because it's easier. Unless you do that. Hi and welcome to this playthrough of Little Nightmares. I thought I would do another playthrough for it and upload it to YouTube because of Little Nightmares 2 coming out on the 11th of February. So enjoy this game. It's such a fun game to play. I really enjoyed it and I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. As we go through the game, I'll be mentioning different bits and pieces like your gnomes and your statues and stuff in there, but I will be doing a separate video specifically going through those quickly rather than the whole game, but I will have them in the game and be talking about where you can find them as we play the game. But let's get into it. This is my second playthrough, so I have finished it before. It still will be enjoyable to play a second time because it was a really good game in the first place. So enjoy the game. I hope you enjoy watching it as much as I enjoyed playing it. Alright, so we're going to start a new game. Third time's a charm, right? So we'll be looking, as I said before, we'll be looking at the lights and the statues that you find. I will make them into a separate video for you all. So kind of sounds like the Rust music a little bit at the beginning, doesn't it? Alright, so we play a 6. So these gnomes here you can't really catch, they're just here to be part of the atmosphere. There's a light at the end. That's easy to get to try and, I guess, teach you the controls. I hate tunnels. Oh, so bad. Every time I get into a tunnel in this game, it reminds me of the time that I got attacked. And it was like, it was scary as fuck. Alright. So we're still pretty straightforward here. This just gives you a little insight of the size of where 6 is. Okay, our first statuette is down here. This is obviously in the prison, for those who are unaware. There is 2 statues in the prison and 3 gnomes. Whee! Not quite sure why that guy wanted to kill himself, but anyway. Now the black stuff you need to avoid. But there will be another gnome here. well, another gnome, our first gnome. If you crawl through the tunnel, you'll find him standing by the fire, which will give you another light, and then you can give him a good old hug. And off we go again. Damn tunnels. Okay. Don't know why he has shoes in a fridge, but anyways. Not all of these black things will fall down, but most of them will. They're fairly easy to avoid at this stage. Now I've tried numerous times. That gnome you can't actually get yet. I've tried numerous times to kind of jump and all kinds of stuff, but it doesn't let you. She has to fall down here. And you fall into this black stuff, and then a whole lot of black. This basically introduces you to those little black things and what they can actually do. So just avoid the shit out of them. And then push this door down and you'll be fine. Because they won't actually follow you out. There's a little light out here. Give it a little light. This gnome also you can't get. I've tried catching him. It won't work. I just fall to my death. And I tend to kind of lose him around here. So, yeah. F is to turn your lighter on and off, if you hadn't worked it out by this stage. This bit actually reminds me of a challenge I had in inside, where I had to no. Run. Jump. Run. Slide through. Good job. Now the gnome will be in here. So just follow him along. There's not much else in that room. This gives you a little insight to meet the janitor before we head into the main part of the prison. And those long... No! And... No! Go inside. This was about the time that I realized where she was, just because of the swaying of this area. And I thought to myself, but I didn't know for sure until later in the game, so I'm not going to go into elaborate details right now, in case you want to find them out yourself. This one I just run straight through. Not a lot here. I have been in here before to check what was in here, but there's not a lot in here. There's no gnomes and there's no statuettes, so once we come up to this area up here, we'll have another statuette we can get. We also meet another challenging creature. Well, not creature so much as like a security alarm type thing. And there is a gnome and a statuette in this area. So you got to dodge the light so that it doesn't see you. So if you climb up here, you'll see to the right there's a little gnome in the area there. You can try and jump it. I've never been able to do it. I tend to always go up and over just because it's easier. Unless you do that. Retry. I tend to go up and over just because it's easier. And you'll find him in the corner looking at a photo of his friends. Give him a hug and light your little torch. And we're on our merry way in. Now we climb back up again because now we're going to go up to the top to get out of here. But before we leave this area, we need to head round the back here. Excuse my yawning. Head round the back here. And in the corner over here, you'll find a lovely lady. So pick her up, give her a bit of a toss. And that's our second statuette for the prison. And our second gnome for the prison. Now we've got one more gnome in this section before we go into the next part. This is our first introduction to this character. All of these characters are really well made, I think. If you're on carpet, they won't hear you. If you're not, they'll tend to notice you. So then we go up over here. Come. Not sure what those tar handprints are. Maybe I'll find out when I play the DLC. More fun tunnels. This is where Six starts to get those pains. And the longer she goes without it, the worse it gets. And she devours the bread. And everything's good again. Alright. Prison showers. Very tall showers for kids if they're the ones that are in prison. You don't need to do that. I just do it for the sake of it. Because we actually go up instead of down, so there's a light over here for you to do. Climb up, 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 up. How'd it go? And then up again. I like to get up a little bit higher just to make sure I make it. It's totally up to you. I've had many a falls, so. Alright, now we're going to turn this up and on. So the idea is to bring it as close to you as possible. And then go to move it, but then run and jump. And it will take you to the other side. Now there's another electrical thing for you to do here. So it's pretty straightforward. We're just going to pull these out and climb them. Now this one's not just a temporary one like the last one. This one is actually a pretty good one, so you can take your time with it. Which is good because you've got a little thingy over here and a little gnome over here. The gnome will run back into the other room. So just follow him on through. And he'll be hiding next to the filing cabinets. Give him a hug. Give him a hug. Give him a hug. And then let's go back down to the bottom. I don't know what the hell I was running into then. Ugh. Go figure how that little girl is heavier than that big fat box. Now this time around there'll be little black blobby things, so be careful. They're fairly straightforward to get past, but they still can hurt you. Okay, there's nothing in that room. Light again for this room. Be careful. This one is a moving one, so you need to like keep up with the object when it moves. And it moves a little bit faster than she does, so be aware. No, you fell over. Oh, that was so close, baby. So close. There's nothing else in that room because the main challenge is the eye. So this is probably the last bit before we go into the prison. It's a timed jump, so you got to jump up onto here, and then jump onto here. And then we're all good. And we go through this door. I believe that's the end of the prison. Don't quote me. I may say it later in another episode. Thank you so much for hanging out. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out the next one that comes out, as well as subscribing to my channel for other videos. Thanks. Bye bye.